nasugpuin ng korupsyon sa Bureau of Customs. 2 taon na ang nakalipas at lahat ng hakbang
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning po.
Good morning po.
Sir.
Mula nang siya ay maluklok noong October 2018, malinaw ang misyon ni Commissioner Ray Leonardo B. Guerrero na sugpuin ang korupsyon sa Bureau of Customs. 2 taon na ang nakalipas at lahat ng hakbang upang matugunan ang hamon ng korupsyon ay patuloy na isinasagawa sa bawat aspeto ng BOC. Nakatuon ang mga hakbanging ito sa aktwal na pag-usbong ng korupsyon sa araw-araw na operasyon ng Bureau hanggang sa kakulangan sa sistema na maaaring magbigay daan sa graft and corruption. Walang humpay ang pagpapatupad ng Bureau ng iba't ibang programa na nakapokus sa adhikain ito para sa pagbabago at pagpapabuti ng mga sistema. Dahil dito, nakakasabay ang Bureau sa mga pangangailangan bunsod ng mga di inaasahang sitwasyon. Ipinatupad ng Customs ang Enhanced Value Reference Information System upang masigurado na makakamit at malalampasan nito ang mga revenue collection targets ng ahensya. Bukod rito, nakatutulong ang EVRIS upang mapabuti ang paraan ng pangongolekta ng duties at taxes at mabawasan ang bilang ng mga iligal na transaksyon. Dagdag pa rito, naging katuwang ng BOC ang Paymaya sa pagpapatupad ng online at cashless na sistema sa pagbabayad upang higit na palawigin ang pangolekta ng tamang buwis at pagpapatupad ng no-contact policy. Sa aspeto ng trade facilitation, nagpatupad ng mga gawain at sistema ang Bureau upang higit na mapabilis ang mga transaksyon sa iba't ibang puerto sa buong bansa sa tulong ng mga makabagong teknolohiya. Kabilang sa mga gawain at sistemang ito ay ang Customer Care Portal System na nakatutulong upang magkaroon ng mabilis at bukas na linya ng komunikasyon sa pagitan ng mga kawani ng BOC at stakeholders hinggil sa iba't ibang pangangailangan at katanungan na may kaugnayan sa BOC. Nariyan rin ang Cargo Targeting System na ginagamit sa advance sa pagsusumite ng mga impormasyon hinggil sa cargo bago pa man ito dumating sa bansa. Mayroon ring Goods Declaration Verification System sa lahat ng puerto sa buong Pilipinas. Ito ay nakatutulong upang mapabilis ang pagkuha ng status ng Goods Declaration sa pamamagitan ng makabagong teknolohiya gaya ng computer at smartphones. Nagbibigay daan rin ito sa pagkakaroon ng transparency sa pamamagitan ng random assignment ng mga entries para sa assessment ng mga BOC examiner at appraiser na nagtatrabaho sa puerto at nagdulot ng pagkawala ng suki system. Gayun din ay nililimitahan nito ang face-to-face transactions sa mga customs personnel. Upang bigyan ng update ang mga stakeholders ukol sa mga parcel at balikbayan box na dumadaan sa customs clearance, ipinatupad rin ng ahensya ang balikbayan box and parcel tracking system. Nagsagawa rin ang Bureau ng pagpapaunlad sa border protection capabilities nito para sa malawakang pagsugpo sa smuggling at iba't iba pang illegal na transaksyon. Kabilang dito ang Electronic Tracking of Containerized Cargo o e-track na nakatutulong upang masubaybayan ang paggalaw ng mga containerized goods patungo at pabalik sa mga destinasyon nito gamit ang mga tracking device na may GPS. Isa rin ang Universal Risk Management System sa mga programang ipinatupad ng Bureau of Customs upang mapabilis ang pag-scan ng containerized goods habang pinapalawig ang mga paraan upang mapaliit ang pagkakataon na magkaroon ng iligal na transaksyon. Dahil sa hindi natitinag na pagsugpo sa korupsyon, nagbunga ito ng iba't ibang investigasyon at pagsasampa ng kaso laban sa mga umaabusong kawani ng Bureau of Customs. Mula January hanggang October 2020, 228 na kawani ng customs ang binigyan ng show cause orders sa paglabag sa batas at regulasyon ng customs. Bukod dito, 45 ang sinampahan ng administrative cases at 7 criminal cases ang inihain sa Department of Justice. 157 administrative cases naman ang inihain sa Office of the Ombudsman at 28 na kaso ang isinangguni sa National Bureau of Investigation laban sa mga tiwaling kawani ng customs. Sa kabuuan, ang pinaigting ng kampanya ng Bureau laban sa korupsyon ay nagbunga sa pagkakatanggal ang 20 miyembro nito, pagkasuspende ng 4 at pagreprimand sa 4 pa. Nagkaroon din ng reshuffle ang 708 na tauhan ng customs sa iba't ibang offices, kung saan 7 sa mga ito ay galawan sa level ng district collectors. Ang isinasagawang paglilinis sa ahensya ay sinaklaw maging ang mga stakeholder na lumalabag sa mga batas at regulasyon na ipinapatupad ng customs. Ngayong taon, 78 kaso ang isinampa laban sa mga importers at customs brokers na may total appraised value ng duties and taxes na higit sa 2 bilyong piso. Kaugnay ng pinaigting na kampanya laban sa smuggling, 476 na importers at 116 na customs brokers ang tinanggalan ng accreditation dahil sa pagkakasangkot ng mga ito sa smuggling at iba pang illegal na transaksyon. Habang ang mga isinagawang gawain para sa pagbababuti ng sistema at paglilinis ng ahensya ang agarang resulta ng programa laban sa korupsyon, nagkaroon rin ng Bureau ng malawakang internal campaign para sa integridad at etika sa paglalayo na masugpo ang graft at corruption mula sa pananaw at kultura ng institusyon. Upang masiguro na patuloy ang pagtahak sa layuning ito, lumahok ang Bureau of Customs sa Performance Governance System na pinangangasiwaan ng Institute of Solidarity in Asia. Sa ilalim ng PGS ay nakabubuo ng roadmap at guideposts na tumutulong sa pagpapaunlad ng institusyon, maging internal man o external. Matapos makapasa sa initiation stage at magkamit ng Gold Trailblazer Award, sa kasalukuyan ay isinasagawa na ng Bureau ang mga hakbang na kinakailangan upang makapasa sa compliance stage.
Mga kababayan, magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Maraming programa na ang nasimulan dito sa Bureau of Customs. Ito ay pinapatupad sa harap ng maraming hamon ng ahensya katulad ng kasalukuyang pandemya. Gayunpaman, ang Bureau of Customs, 10 ng mga opisyales at kawani nito ay patuloy ang pagganap sa kanilang tapat na tungkulin upang makalikom ng tamang buwis, protektahan ang ating mga hangganan at palawigin ang kalakalan. Sa kabila ng mga batikos, kritisismo at negatibong opinyon sa Bureau of Customs, ang ahensya ay patuloy na nakatuon sa kanyang mandato na labanan ang katiwalian at korupsyon. Mananagot ang dapat managot at mapaparusahan ang dapat parusahan. Bilang pinuno ng ahensya, responsibilidad ko na itaguyod ang integridad ng Bureau of Customs at pangalagaan ang kalagayan ng mga matitino at tapat nitong mga kawani. Umasa po kayo na sa tulong at suporta ninyo at sa suporta rin ng mga ahensya na katulad ng Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission kasama na sa pagsusumikap ng mga tauhan ng Bureau of Customs, ang reforma at pagbabagong ito ay aming makakamit at matutupad. Maraming salamat po.
Sound check. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our stakeholders engagement on latest customs policies and issuances as of today. We will be in 5 minutes. Thank you very much. Sound check. So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. First and foremost, we would like to remind everyone to keep your videos on so we could see your beautiful, warm, and radiant faces for today. So, right, just to formally start the program, we would like to welcome all the participants in our first stakeholders engagement on the latest customs and policies and issuances, March 5, 9 a.m. And we would like to acknowledge the presence of our stakeholders, at the same time, our different participants from different agencies. At this point, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our district collector, Mr. Suriaco D. Ugay. Hi, sir. Good morning.
Kita ba ako?
As well as we would like to acknowledge the presence of our participants from the following companies. La Filipina Oigungco Corporation, Philippine Foremost Milling Corporation, Fortem Cement, Kuhaku Merchandising, Semirara Mining and Power Corp, Isla Petroleum, Petron, Golden Orient Ship and Management, Panay Energy and Development Corporation, Palm Conception Power Corporation, Kingfields Rice Solutions. So welcome all, as well as our BOC participants. Hello team, good morning. To finally start our stakeholders meeting, first so for our house rules, we would like to everybody to be cooperative with the following. Please be on time at least 15 minutes before the session. Upon logging in, please put your phone on mute so we will not hear background noise. Please do not put the phone on hold or we will hear the hold music. Thank you. Please save your questions until the end of the discussion, or if you have any questions, you can kindly address it in our chat box and it will be properly addressed during our open forum time. Be courteous with other participants so everyone can benefit from the session. Remain polite at all times. If you need to ask questions, use them in the button to raise your hands and so you can be acknowledged. Again, kindly use our chat box for your questions and it will be addressed at the proper time. Participate actively. We would like to hear your dynamic reactions and questions all throughout the session as well. You may type in your questions in the chat box. Thank you very much. At this point, to finally start our program, we will have our prayer to be followed by our national anthem. So kindly open your videos because all we can see here is names. Our names. Thank you very much.
Lead me, Lord, lead me by the hand and help me face the rising sun. Comfort me through all the pain that life may bring. There's no other hope that I can lean upon. Lead me, Lord, lead me all my life. Walk by me across the lonely roads that I may face. Take my arms and let your hand show me the way. show the way to live inside your heart. All my days, all my life, you are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my light. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. Lead me, Lord. Lead me, Lord. Even though at times I'd rather go alone my way, help me take the right direction. Take your road. Lead me, Lord, and never leave my side. All my days, all my life, you are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my light. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. I just cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life, all through my days. So lead me, oh Lord.
The prayer will be followed by our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to our stakeholders engagement on the latest custom systems. Welcome our district collector, Mr. Soriaco D. Ugay, for the opening remarks. Once again, we would like to everyone kindly take a seat. Thank you very much. Sir?
Good morning. Thank you. To our valued stakeholders, resource speakers, division chiefs, and all video morning, and welcome stakeholder and issuances. Firstly, I want to thank the precious time to make this endeavor possible. Thank you for your knowledge in the name of efficient and effective public service. The topic of discussion for today's forum are divided into three parts. We have Customer Care Portal System, or CCPS, online submission of documents for export processing, and the lab scam, also known as nagmahal, umasa, na scam. Awareness regarding the customer care portal system is vital for our importers. Last February 9 of this year, on his issued memorandum, Commissioner Ray Leonardo Guerrero reiterated the importance of the CCPS, wherein soft copies of all goods declaration documents shall only be submitted through the CCPS. This is in further in compliance with the zero contact policy for assessment offices in the Bureau of Customs. The next topic is the online submission of documents for export processing. It is one of the initiatives of the Bureau to ensure its unhampered and complete service during the community quarantine restrictions. This procedure can only be availed by BOC accredited exporters, licensed customs brokers, and declarants. The last discussion is about love scam or nagmahal, umasa, na scam. This kind of fraudulent act has been happening for several years already, and many have been affected. Love scam occurs when a person adopts a fake online identity to gain a victim's affection and trust, then uses the illusion of a romantic or close relationship to steal or take advantage from the victim. Ito yung gumagamit sila ng social media. Given these relevant topics, we are looking forward that this activity will be a great help to our stakeholders. Rest assured that the Bureau of Customs Port of Iloilo is always working for the delivery of better and reliable services to the public. Once again, thank you and welcome to the Bureau of Customs Port of Iloilo's stakeholders engagement on latest issuances and policies. Good morning. Dagan salamat.
Daghang salamat, sir, for the time. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to request for you all to open your cameras so we can have a brief photo op for all the participants. All right, some are still on camera. Okay, so if I say smile, everybody smile. You can take off your mask for a while in just 3 seconds of your time. Okay, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Next. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Okay, thank you very much for your cooperation. That was just a part of our documentary, guys. So at this point in time, we are very much glad to share with you our first topic for today. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be hearing our first discussion relative to the customer care portal system, which will be discussed by Miss Casey U. Orteza. She is our ACOO, Customer Care Officer in the Port of Iloilo. Once again, kindly put on your cameras, stay relaxed, and listen to this discussion. Thank you very much.
Maayong aga sa tanan. Good morning, everyone. I am Casey Orteza from Customer Care Center of the Port of Iloilo. As a Customer Service Officer of the CCC, I am here to discuss with you how to use or navigate the BOC portal. To start with, I want to share with you what a customer care portal system is. Customer Care Portal System is also known as BOC Online Ticketing System, wherein BOC stakeholders or any person that has concern with the Bureau can submit through online their queries, suggestions or feedbacks, and even complaints, as well as submit documents to process their goods declaration at their own comfort wherever they are. This is in line with the Commissioner's 10-point priority program to modernize customs processes and operations, and in accordance with the Ease of Doing Business Act to promote no-contact policy. So let's proceed to the procedure on how to use the BOC portal. The BOC portal may be accessed through the official website of the Bureau of Customs, www.customs.gov.ph, by clicking the BOC portal icon. After clicking the icon, we'll be directed to its homepage. In the upper portion, you can see there the Open a New Ticket button. But before you can create or open a new ticket, the system requires the registration of a user account. If you already have an existing account, it is as easy as logging into your Facebook account. Just enter your email or username and password, then click Sign In. And if you don't have an existing account yet, just click the Create New Account button and you'll be directed to the registration page. The registration page, you need to enter your contact information, especially your full name and email address, as they are mandatory fields. And note that the email address to be used should be the email address registered in the CPRS. Finally, enter your preferred password and click the Register button. After submitting your registration, you should receive a confirmation message through email from BOC Cares. As shown in the screen, this is a sample of confirmation message from BOC Cares. You just need to click the link provided to confirm your account. Once confirmed, you may now create or open a new ticket by signing in. Once signed in, click the Open a New Ticket button. Next, click the drop-down button on the Help topic and select a topic that is related to your issue or transaction. Help topics are categories of your queries and transactions with the Bureau. And in cases that you don't know the category of your concern or transaction, just select the General Inquiry as your help topic. In Assessment Division, we usually receive a ticket regarding online filing of goods declaration. For example, let's select goods declaration online for filing. Once a help topic is selected, all the relevant fields will show up below, wherein you need to select the port concerned, the declaration type, whether it is for consumption, warehousing, or transshipment. Also, you need to enter the goods declaration reference number as used in the lodgement, the importer's complete name as shown in the SAD, as well as the name of the declarant. Moreover, the user must conform with the identity verification, data consent, and file authenticity by checking the corresponding check boxes. Fields with red asterisk are mandatory fields, meaning the creation of new ticket will not proceed without entering the required information. Since this is all about online filing of goods declaration, The declarant must upload the importation documents, not limited to the faithful reproduction of the original bill of lading, commercial invoice, packing list, certificate of origin, and import permit as shown in the screen. And I just want to share with you the provision of Section 412 of the CMTA and in relation to RA number 8792, otherwise known as Electronic Commerce Act of 2020. All uploaded files under penalties of falsification or perjury must be faithful reproduction of the original documents and shall be considered as actionable documents for purposes of prosecuting a declarant or importer if the uploaded files are found to be fraudulent. Please be reminded that only PDF is accepted by the system, so make sure that all your files are in portable document format. In addition to the help topic, you must fill in the issue summary field. Issue summary is a short description of your issues and concerns. So in our example a while ago, if your help topic is goods declaration online filing, please use below format as issue summary. Port code space declaration type space reference number. For example, P06, this is the port code for Port of Iloilo. C stands for consumption. 19 is the reference number, so meaning this is for consumption declaration entered at Port of Iloilo with reference number 19. So since meron ka ng help topic, attachment of documents, and issue summary, you are now ready to create or open a ticket by clicking the Create a Ticket button. As shown in the screen, this is an example of an open ticket for online filing of goods declaration. As you can see, there is the ticket number in the topmost portion and below is the title of the ticket. You can also see there the ticket status, the concerned port, and the date of creation, as well as the attached documents. Before I end, I just want to encourage the stakeholders of this port to use the customer care portal system as it aids the board's preventive measures to contain the spread of the COVID-19 within the Bureau and to observe transparency in government dealings in order to encourage honest and efficient delivery of services to the public. Should you have any queries, questions, or even complaints, feel free to reach us out through the customer care portal system. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Casey Orteza, for that wonderful and informative customer care portal discussion. At this point in time, we'll proceed to our next topic, which will be discussed with us with none other than Ms. Sue Sherry P. Farren. She is our ACOO, Acting Trade Control Examiner, related to the online submission of documents for export processing. Hope this will be very much informative to all our participants and stakeholders. Thank you very much.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I am Sue Sherry Farran from the Export Division, Port of Iloilo. Okay, this morning I am going to present to you the OCOM Memorandum Number 82-2020, or the online submission of documents for export processing. This order was issued by Customs Commissioner Ray Leonardo Guerrero on April 7, 2020, pursuant to the President's declaration of the enhanced community quarantine. And of course, this order is in line with the Bureau of Customs mandate, which is to facilitate trade in goods. So this is the outline of my presentation. In this order, I will discuss the scope as well as its objectives, the definition of terms, and its general and operational provisions. So to start with, this memorandum order covers the interim implementation of the online submission of documents in export divisions, customs container control division, or its equivalent units in all collection districts, and the export coordination division as applicable for the processing of the following. First is the export declaration, as well as the product evaluation report, certificate of shipment, certificate of identification, and of course, the special permit to load, the certificate of origin CO form AANZ, or the ASEAN, Australia, New Zealand, as well as the application as registered exporter under the European Union General Scheme of Preferences, and application as approved exporter under the Philippine European Free Trade Association Free Trade Agreement, or the PH-EFTA FTA. All right, moving on. The objectives of this order are the following. First, of course, is to ensure the unhampered and complete service of the Bureau of Customs during the enhanced community quarantine, or the ECQ, and the implementation of alternative working arrangement, as well as to provide option for BOC stakeholders to avail the online submission of documents considering the restriction of movement brought about by the declaration of enhanced community quarantine. Okay, so to proceed, for purposes of this order, the following terms are defined accordingly. First, we have the certificate of origin, or the CO, which refers to the declaration of the exporter certified by the Bureau of Customs that his or her export complies with the origin documents specified under bilateral, regional, or multilateral trading arrangement to which the Philippines is a party. And in this order, CO form AANZ is which is bound for Australia and New Zealand, shall be submitted and processed online. Other term is the certificate of identification, which refers to a document secured prior to exportation, and it is issued by the district collector or authorized customs officer identifying goods to be exported. Another term is the Customer Care Portal System, or the CCPS, which was discussed earlier by our previous speaker, Ms. Casey Ortesa. And this CCPS refers to the BOC online facility with support ticketing system utilized by BOC stakeholders to avail the online submission of documents for export processing. Another term to be defined is the export declaration, which refers to a statement made in the manner prescribed by the Bureau and other appropriate agencies, by which persons concerned indicate the procedure to be observed for taking out or causing to be taken out any exported goods, and the particulars of which the Bureau shall require. Another term is the product evaluation report. It refers to the document which contains the results of the pre-evaluation of export products applying for certificate of origin after complying with the requirement of the Bureau. This report is issued by Export Coordination Division or Export Division in all collection districts. And lastly, the term Special Permit to Load, or the SPL. It refers to a document that grants the authority to load goods for export in a situation where no export declaration is required. Okay, moving on. Let's go now to the salient provisions of this order. The online submission of documents for export processing can only be availed by BOC accredited exporters, licensed customs brokers, and declarants. And for processing of export declaration, it shall be made within 48 hours from lodgement of the export single administrative document, or the SAD, at the E2M customs system or the automated export declaration system as applicable. Whereas for processing of manual export declaration, pre-export evaluation, certificate of shipment, certificate of identification, special permit to load, and among others, it shall be uploaded to this customer care portal system as needed by the stakeholders. And take note that hard copies of the documents shall be submitted upon lifting of the declaration of the ECQ or within 3 days thereafter. And the district collector, in coordination with the Public Information and Assistance Division, or the PIAD, shall ensure the proper information dissemination to our dear BOC stakeholders and encourage them to avail of the online submission mechanism. And lastly, the district collectors and customs officers concerned are hereby directed to observe extreme care and caution in securing the credibility of this online service facility. Now, let's proceed to the operational provisions of this memorandum. The operational procedures performed by the user or BOC stakeholder. The first step is the user will register and log in with this customer care portal system and select Open Ticket. So in order to access the CCPS, you need to visit client.customs.gov.ph and then sign in and then open new ticket. And then when you click the sign in, you will be directed to this page. Okay, I'm sorry, I got just disconnected. I will reconnect and let me just first share my screen. Okay. Okay, so we're back here. In this page of the customer care portal system, you just need to input your email or username and password. And if you're not yet registered, just click the create count and it follows. Now let's go to the operational provisions of this order. First, operational procedures performed by the user or BOC stakeholder. The second is the selection of applicable process, such as filing of export declaration, product evaluation, and among others, from the drop-down menu of the help topic. And for the submission of documents for the processing of export declaration, just select the port, declaration type, export in the form page,
as our host is currently reconnecting. Thank you very much. While waiting for Miss Sue, we just like to announce that our district collector needs to leave the meeting because he has to attend some urgent need of his supervision and the field for inspection. So
okay, once
ladies and gentlemen, we
again,
will be at this as our we're experiencing.
good morning, and I'm back. So let's now go to the third step of this provisions of this memorandum. And for the submission of documents for the processing of export declaration, the user first select the port declaration type, export in the form page, and enter the export declaration reference number as used in the lodgement, exporter's complete name as shown in a single administrative document or the SAD, and declarant's name in the field box. Next, the fourth step is a faithful reproduction of the following documents shall be uploaded as applicable. For instance, for export declaration, under regular export, we have these documents: the export single administrative document or the SAD, the pro forma invoice, the packing list. And for export under bond or for repair, so aside from these three basic documents, the additional is the certificate of identification signed by the COO1. And for the export of regulated product, We have also the export SAD, the invoice, packing list, and the export commodity clearance or the permit. And for the pre-exportation evaluation, so these documents are required. First, the written request for evaluation to be submitted at least 5 days prior to exportation, as well as the complete list of all materials used in the production, both local and imported. And also the breakdown of cost element, import and export declarations, production flowcharts, company profile, other documents to support originating status of the product, and lastly is the photo of production process. The fifth step is that the user should when the PDF file is required in uploading the required documents, and it should not be exceeded 16 megabytes. And just upload the file by clicking choose them in the gray box to the right of the document description. And take note that fields with red asterisks are mandatory fields. So the creation of the new ticket will not proceed without attaching the required documents. And for the eighth step, just click the green button at the bottom of the form to create the ticket and upload the export documents. The user or the BOC stakeholder is likewise required to accomplish a written commitment and undertaking to submit the original copy of the supporting documents uploaded in the customer care portal system. And these forms can be downloaded in the links located below the related sources of the upload section in the ticket page. Next is all uploaded files under penalties of falsification or perjury must be faithful reproduction of the original documents and shall be considered as actionable documents for purposes of prosecuting a declarant or exporter if the uploaded files are found to be fraudulent. So this is pursuant to Section 412 of the CMTA and in relation to RA 8792, otherwise known as Electronic Commerce Act of 2020. The next step, the user shall undertake to submit the hard copy of the original documents on or before the period stated under Section 4.4 of this order. So what is this Section 4.4? In this order, it provides that hard copies of the documents shall be submitted upon lifting of the declaration of the enhanced community quarantine or within 3 days thereafter. Next, once documents are ready for transmittal to the Bureau, the user may now send the original hard copy to Bureau of Customs through courier for delivery or through the Customs Customer Care or the CCC, Customs Customer Care Center, or designated receiving station or drop box. And finally, non-compliance of the undertaking to submit the hard copy of the original documents may cause suspension of the BOC accreditation or for the exporter, broker, or declarant to be barred from transacting with the Bureau. Okay, so that's it. If you want to secure a copy of this memorandum, just visit our official website, customs.gov.ph. And that ends my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sue Farren, for that very insightful discussion relative to the online submission for export processing. In continuation, we are going to be presented with the last topic that we have for today, and that is related to the love scam, which will be presented to us by Mr. Jovan D. Conlu. He is our OIC Postal Unit Senior Trade Control Examiner. Sir, thank you very much. while we are waiting for Mr. Jovan, for those who have sent their chat points, we are acknowledging receipt of the same and we shall address it during our open forum time. Thank you very much. Also, just to let you know, our open forum time will come after the last topic, which is the love scam. So if you have any question, it will be properly addressed in this phase. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jovan Conlu, Operation Officer 2, Bureau of Customs, Port of Iloilo. I will be discussing today about an emerging or trending online scam involving unscrupulous individuals luring victims who is supposed to have an unclaimed package at the Bureau of Customs. Ito po ay para sa lahat ng nagmahal, umasa, at na-scam online. What is love scam? According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or FBI, romance scam or love scam occur when a criminal adopts a fake online identity to gain a victim's affection and trust. The scammer then uses the illusion of a romantic or close relationship to manipulate, steal from the victim. Parcel scam or love scam scheme, or its modus operandi. Love and cargo scam comes in various forms, but it usually involves the following cycle. First, the scammer will befriend the victim via online dating or social media applications, such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The scammer then will constantly chat the victim to get his or her trust and affection, and then strike up a romantic relationship with the victim. The scammer then will pretend that he or she sent gift or packages containing money or luxury goods to the victim. Bogus receipts, tracking numbers of packages, and other documents are also sent to the victims to make the transaction look legitimate. The victim would then receive a message from an employee of fake courier service asking the victim that customs duties and other fees must be paid in order for the package to be released. The fake sweetheart and individual to pay the clearance fee, then deposit it to a personal bank account or money remittance center. Despite payment, the package will never arrive. Kadalasan po, minsan pag nakabayad na kayo, maghihingi pa ng additional payment yung mga unscrupulous individuals. Laging tandaan po that the Bureau of Customs only accepts payment of customs duties and taxes through authorized agent banks or BOC cashiers and issue corresponding official receipt for payments made. Ang Bureau of Customs po ay hindi tumatawag or nag-text sa receiver ng bagahe para sabihin na kailangan magdeposito o magpadala ng pera sa personal na bank account o money transfer para ma-release ang bagahe. Ano pong dapat gawin pag in case a stranger texted or emailed you about an unclaimed package addressed to you being held by the Bureau of Customs? Una po, verify the existence of the package by reaching the BOC assistance hotlines. You can contact Bureau of Customs Port of Iloilo at these numbers: Collector's Office 337-5830, Assessment Office at 337-5834, Export Division 337-2684. Or pwede din po kayong mag-email sa aming email address portofiloilo@yahoo.com.ph. You can also contact Bureau of Customs NAIA at these following numbers: And for more information, visit our official website at www.customs.gov.ph or visit our Facebook page at Bureau of Customs PH and Twitter account at Customs PH. You can also track your package at our official website or pag yung package nyo ay pinadala through PhilPost, pwede nyo po matrack doon sa official website ng Philippine Post Office. The scams can also be sophisticated at times, involving fake tracking website where victims would be asked to visit and see the status of the supposed parcel. This can be verified with the Department of Trade and Industry through their website. DTI.gov.ph Consumers Accredited Sea Freight Forwarders to see if the said courier is a DTI accredited consolidator. Once you receive this kind of messages, report the incident as soon as possible to the law enforcement authorities. Or kung kayo po ay naging biktima ng online love scam, pwede po kayong pwede nyo po i-report ito sa National Bureau of Investigation Cybercrime Division. Pwede din po ninyo i-report ito sa Philippine National Police Anti-Cybercrime Group National Headquarters at these numbers. For dito po sa Iloilo City, dito po you can report it to the Philippine National Police Anti-Cybercrime Unit 6 sa Campo Delgado, Port San Pedro, Iloilo City at these numbers. Laging tandaan po, huwag basta-basta maniwala sa mga tawag or text na inyong matatanggap na nagsasabi na kayo ay may nakabili na package or padala sa customs at kailangan magbayad para mailabas ang mga kargamento. Laging tandaan, maging alerto at huwag magpaloko. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Mr. Conlu, for that insightful presentation. So let us be careful with this kind of scams online. At this point in time, we are at the last part, which is our open forum. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are all on off cam. May we request that you turn on your camera, please? Yun. You guys are very beautiful and handsome faces. Don't hide it behind the camera. All right. So with this, do you have any questions at this point? Because our resource speakers will be answering them. Okay, so we have here from our chat box from Miss Carol Montano. What are the steps being done by the Bureau to educate people about the love scam? Okay, so si love scam talaga ang nauna, ano? Thank you.
As for the good morning. As regarding
Unfortunately, we are experiencing some technical issues. We will get here another question raised for the submission of documents for export. This is going to
All right, and thank you for that question, Ma'am Faith.
be addressed to a copy of the documents and their accreditation to spread.
question, you have
This is a great time. Miss Casey?
Yes, the customer care portal system in general is available sa lahat ng ports. But I also have that access for Port of Iloilo, and as one of the account holders of the every day to monitor kung may mga inquiries sa mga stakeholders natin, lalo na may issued memorandum si Commissioner to submit the soft copies of the goods declaration to our system. So, ayun.
Okay, so this is to assure you guys that whatever questions that you are posting in our customer care portal, it is being addressed immediately. Okay, so do we have any more questions? Okay, we have one here from our chat box from Miss Hilda Enrico. For a non-regular exporter, do we need to register at BOC portal as an exporter? Our exportation are those equipment subject for repair at the country of origin, then re-import the items after its repair. Okay, so that is quite a good question as well. We shall address this to Ma'am Sue Farid. We'll address the same.
All right. Thank you, Ma'am Hilda, for that question. In this case, where non-regular export need to register at BOC portal, well, the for non-regular exporter, no need to register at the BOC portal.
Addressing these questions that we have due to the technical issues which is not yet addressed. So in case the exporter failed to submit the hard copy of the documents and their accreditation is suspended, how can they be accredited again? Ma'am Sue?
Okay, so regarding this question, we have this memorandum 7-2012, section 3.3, suspension or termination of CPRS registration. So the stakeholder should undergo the following process. First, expiration and failure of the accrediting agency to renew the exporter's CPRS registration. Then, upon notice from the accrediting agency that the exporter's accreditation has been suspended or terminated, and upon orders from the Commissioner of Customs for violation of the customs law and its rules and regulation. So, the stakeholder should request a letter for lifting to the addressed to the Commissioner of Customs for the activation of the suspension of the BOC accreditation.
We hope we have addressed that question. We have here another one from one of our participants in the chat box. This question is from. But before that, we would like to address the love scam question. Mr. Jovan, are you in, sir? Okay. What are the steps being done by the Bureau to educate people about the love scam?
Uh, the Bureau informed the public or encouraged the public to always visit the website of the Bureau of Customs, or you can always contact us at our official Facebook page as provided during the presentation, or at Twitter account and Instagram account. And you could always call us at the district office of Port of Iloilo. We provide all the contact numbers in every social media applications.
Thank you, Mr. Jovan, for that clearance related to that question. At this point as well, we have another question from the name is IUP. Okay, the question, the point raised was, we note that there is no ATRIG required in the Annex A of CMO 8-2020 for vessels that could be discharged in a matter of less than a week. Can this ATRIG please, note be required in ticketing, considering that the ATRIG takes more than a week at the earliest, and we would need to already lodge before the vessel departs. Hope this can be considered as one way of being in sync with the Ease of Doing of Business Act. This concern is the same nationwide. Thank you. Well, we have noted this issue and the points that you have raised, and we shall address it, and will be forwarded to the right authority to give you clearance on this one. Okay. We have another question from Miss Carol Montano. Our usual challenge in obtaining an SPT/SPD is due to availability of conditional release. It usually takes a few days due to DTI manpower. Is there any workaround for this? Okay. Thank you for that question, ma'am. We shall address this to Okay, we shall forward this question to our Port of Operations department, and we will revert to you regarding this one. Okay, so this is like a workaround for this particular challenge. We'll revert to you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, do we have any more questions? Okay, share name. It will be uploaded and we'll give you the link. Thank you. Okay, we have here one question as well from Miss Lourdes. This is going to be addressed to Miss Casey. Okay, good morning ma'am. Mga pila ka days usually mag-reply sa portal?
Depende sa concern po. Pero kung kaya siyang i-reply naman within the day or even within just minute po, i-reply ko namin. Unless kailangan na i-coordinate with other government agency or within the offices of the bureau.
I'm sorry, Miss Casey, but your sound is not coming in clear. Kindly pardon the same.
Hello.
Yes, you're coming in now, loud and clear.
Okay, it depends po sa concern if kailangan siyang i-coordinate sa ibang government agency, offices of the Bureau of Customs. But as much as possible, rin-reply naman po agad.
Okay, so that is to address that question. Depende daw sa request, but it will be so to be raised from our stakeholders, from our participants. Okay, anyway, if you guys have any questions, we have here our email addresses. At the same time, you can also contact us via our Facebook account. There we will be answering or whatever concerns that you guys have. So once again, If you have any more question, this is your opportunity, so we can address it. Okay, I can see none. So if wala na po, we would like to
Hello, Ma'am Faith.
yes, Miss Casey.
Yes, just to address the question of Ma'am Iris, I think. Oo. Regarding po sa pag-submit sa ticket, kung wala namang at-trig, mare-receive pa rin po namin yung ticket. But the goods declaration po is hindi mapaprocess since at-trig po is a mandatory requirement in processing the goods declaration.
Okay, that's
We'll just
that's
acknowledge
clear.
the receipt of the ticket.
Ma'am,
Mm.
good morning.
Yes po.
As regards the answer to that question, so we can proceed with the online submission of the documents through the portal. Is that what you're trying to?
No, ma'am. You can still create a ticket. You can still send the documents po through ticket.
Opo. So we can
without
proceed.
a trig.
We can proceed with the online submission of documents.
Yes, ma'am. You can proceed.
Okay. So yung hindi lang po mapoproceed is the lodging, you mean?
No, ma'am. No. After lodgement, you need to file the goods declaration through online.
Sorry, parang nami-misunderstand ko po yung ano.
Yeah. Lodgement po can be done, should be done within 7 days from the date of the last discharge of the package.
Yes, correct. But I'm just asking as regards the online submission of the documents, which is now required. So we are clarifying that without the ATRIG, which will take a long time, so we can still submit the documents online.
Yes, ma'am. You can still submit the documents online, but the goods declaration won't be processed po. I mean, it won't undergo in the assessment process because ATRIG is a mandatory requirement po, and it's a major document po in processing goods declaration.
Okay. But that is on a different matter already. That is already for the lodging, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So for the lodging, I understand that without the ATRIG, the Bureau of Customs nationwide is agreeing for the lodgement to be done with the issuance of the importer's affidavit of undertaking. Tama po?
Lodging po. Lodging po is done by the broker po, and there's no restriction naman po doon as long as available na yung information niya to lodge in the system, which is the E2M system.
Yes, ma'am. But you mentioned kasi na without the ATRIG, we cannot lodge. Pero sa national po na...
No, ma'am. You can still lodge in the E2M system, even without the ATRIG.
Okay, so...
But the...
meron lang pong affidavit.
Yung point...
So,
even without affidavit, ma'am, you can still lodge in the system, even without the ATRIG or without affidavit. Ang may stop lang po na process kapag walang ATRIG is yung sa process na ng assessment division. Hindi siya processes. You can still lodge, ma'am, and you can still create a ticket or upload the documents through the customer care portal system, even without the ATRIG.
Okay, sige po. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so if there is further clarification related to this issue, ma'am, you could always email us. At the same time, contact us via Facebook to discuss further. So, anyone else po? Do we have any more question before we finally close our program this morning? Okay, we have here one question. We are going to take this as second to the last question. So if you guys have a last question, kindly send it at the soonest time. So we have here one question from Ear Diagnostics. Ma'am, I would like to clarify regarding the export of repairs. We don't need to register on the portal. I think this question will be addressed by Ma'am Sue.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Uh, may I ask if saang portal po ito, ma'am, yung namin po nila?
Okay, this question will be addressed via our customer care. So, Miss Casey, the
Okay, ma'am.
question
Register.
raised
Yeah.
was,
Okay. Registration po sa portal is not mandatory, but in your case po na you have an export inquiry, pwede po kayong mag-register sa portal to follow up po yung inquiry nyo na, which is about exportation. Make sure lang po na i-address nyo po siya sa concerned office within the bureau. Kasi may option po na pagpipindol na if it is addressed vision, ganun po. Did I answer the question po or
okay, thank you, Casey, for that insight. Anyway, if you
yes
have
po, thank you.
further
Okay.
question related sa portal, you can always address it or you can always email us at our customer
Ma'am.
care portal email ID. Okay, so we have here. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last question for today's stakeholders meeting. This came from Miss Hilda Enrico. Would like to ask, as importer, can we still register our order to do it for purposes of monitoring the status of shipment releasing at BOC? Okay. So this again will be addressed by Miss Casey.
Like as important. Yes, ma'am. The portal is open for everybody, especially for BOC stakeholders like importer, broker, or other stakeholders of the Bureau of Customs. Declaration being filed in any port. Follow-up question.
Okay, all right. So we will entertain the last question. This is a follow-up on that. Can the importer access the status of the entry?
If you want to ask regarding the stat, we have there the drop-down menu ng help topic. Just input the general inquiry as help topic, then input in the blank text your concern, like if you would like to ask the status of an entity. Yes, you can.
Okay, thank you very much for a wonderful and dynamic uh, stakeholders meeting for today. This is the first and hopefully not the last. And we are very much thankful for all the participants who have given their time to be with us this morning. So once again, if you have any more questions, you could always email the Bureau of Customs customs, and we shall address it directly with the right authority to answer the same. So if there is no more concerns and any further questions,
Wala may follow-up question sana.
okay. Ma'am, would it be okay if you can send us an email about this so we could discuss it further?
Okay, sige.
Okay, that would be the best way. So we could give you clarity on whatever questions you guys have. So if there's none, once again, we would like to acknowledge the presence of all our stakeholders. Thank you very much, ma'ams and sirs, for attending the stakeholders meeting, as well as we would like to thank you, our resource speakers this morning. As you can observe, we have a lot of questions for our customer care portal system. No worries, we will address the same. If you have any more specific, once again, you can always email and contact us via our Facebook, and we will address it. There's a person manning this portal, so we could address your requirements. And finally, we would like to extend our thanks to the team who has made the stakeholders meeting possible. And thank you guys for doing a great job. At this point in time, thank you very much, and God bless. Stay safe in this pandemic, and we heal as one. Thank you very much. Bye.